Reggie here, your friendly neighborhood bodybuilder and comic book collector. And I want to welcome you to my live stream. This is a special live stream by evidence of the comment that Hulk Nuts just posted up. We are indeed going to do a live stream in a haul that is all DC books. Now you guys know that that is like unheard of for me, but I have been experimenting with some DC stuff as of late. I have a video that's coming out probably next week, I think, and it is actually my review of a DC book. So you guys can stay tuned for that. It should be, I think, a pretty good video. I think you guys will get a kick out of it. But this haul is indeed going to be an all DC haul. It'll be even more special once we get going and I can show you some of the other good stuff that I have in this haul. I think you guys will get a kick out of it. So we'll say a quick hello to a couple of people here in the room. I want to show you guys something that I'm doing a little bit different for this year. I'm going to experiment with something as a way, again, of continuing to kind of say thank you for people that have done super chats for me. So I want to show some things, and maybe people are interested in it, maybe they're not, but we're going to experiment with it and we're going to see, and if there is receptivity, then we'll keep doing it. If not, then it'll go away. So we'll say a couple of quick hellos to some folks here. Hulk Nuts is here. How you doing, brother? You are first because I gave you a heads up because we were just talking on Instagram, so I'm glad you were able to make it over here. Jax, how you doing, brother? Welcome to the live stream. Yes, it is an OMG moment, my friend. Comic Books NYC, that is correct. You guys are hilarious. Chris, how you doing? Comic Book McD, how you doing, brother? Tony Trombetta, welcome to the live stream, my friend. Tony reached out to me the other day and he was like, are you gonna go live? Because I went live earlier in the day for like the live chat thing that I was gonna do, that I did, I think it was, I'm losing track of days because it was the holiday. But he was like, are you going to go live? And I'm like, nah, because I don't have anything to show. And then lo and behold, a package arrived today that gave me what I needed to actually go live. So that's why we're doing it, Tony. Gorilla Todd, how you doing, brother? Is Gorilla Todd Gorilla Grodd? Is that a new name or is this a new person? I'm not quite sure. Is this something that I've been asking about? I'm not sure, Chris. I'm not sure. Comic Book McD, yes. I think a couple of people were enticed by the title there because it is an unusual title for me to put up. The Uncanny Kyle is in the house. How you doing? Who else is here? Marvel Joe, Happy New Year to you, my friend. Ed D is in the house. A lot of folks are here. I Love Signed Comics. How you doing, brother? Rush is in the house. It's good to see you, brother. Someone came out of the closet. Tina, how you doing, my friend? It is good to see you. Comics and Beers, welcome to the chat. Perry Comics, Danny is in the house. It is a lot of people here. I want to say thank you to all you guys for giving up a little bit of your, whatever today is, Wednesday, to join me for this live chat. I again think that the title of this is capturing people's attention because they know that DC isn't my thing. But some people noticed that Zatanna was on the wall for a little while and then Zatanna was gone. Zatanna wasn't Slab, so that's why she is not up there any longer. But at some point, she will probably go back up somewhere, possibly on the front wall. But one of the things before I show you guys, JM, before I show you guys what it is that I have off to my right here, I want to share something with you guys. A lot of people have been doing super chats for me, which I really appreciate. A lot of it is just really completely unexpected for me. And it was one of those things where I kind of wanted to say thank you to those people who give me the super chats, but it's like the people that give the super chats are basically saying they're thanking me for the content. So it's like, it's just an interesting phenomenon. But nevertheless, I wanted to offer something up to those people that do decide to do super chats of like $5 or more or whatever. Wanted to offer up to them some signed photos. And I'm not sure, again, if this is something that people are even interested in. So I want to try it. If there's receptivity, then I'll continue it. If there's no receptivity to it, then I definitely won't do it. But these are a couple of shots that I had printed off. I did this photo shoot a couple of years ago, I think. These are a couple of shots that I ended up doing And it's kind of to replace this one because this is like a stage photo that I got that's not very good. So these photos are much better. So if anyone does do a super chat and is interested in like a signed photo with a message or whatever, just let me know and I'll drop those in the mail for folks. I just need to know where to send it, what you want me to say on the photo, and I will send that out to you. But it's just, again, something that I'm trying to do to say thank you. Yeah, signed photos on demand. Bake the Sake says, nope, no tank top, not interested. So again, if people are interested, I'm not wearing a DC shirt, JM. Brother, you got to take this one step at a time, okay? You can't go all in. I don't even wear Marvel shirts, you know? So anyway, if there is someone that is interested in doing that, if they do make a super chat, then it'll be my token of appreciation to say thank you for that. So, all right, moving on to the purpose of this. If you watched my video that I released earlier today at 3:30, because I release videos typically at 3:30, I did a digging in my short boxes, that is, video in which I showcased one of my favorite titles, and that happens to be the Eternals, right? So the Eternals are huge in my opinion because they were created when Jack Kirby returned to Marvel from DC. And he wrote, he drew, and I don't think he inked, but he wrote and he drew the artwork for the Eternals. And I really dig that title. And I actually picked up basically almost 2 full runs, including the 1 annual several months ago. And I really dig the Eternals. And so one of the things that I wanted to do was to pick up more of Jack Kirby's work, because I think that Jack Kirby, in many ways, he transcends Marvel and DC, right? He, in my opinion, is bigger than Marvel and DC. And so most people know that Jack was at Marvel, he went to DC, he came back to Marvel, right? So the Eternals were something that he created when he returned to Marvel from DC. But he, while at DC, created some really cool characters and some really cool comics. And so thanks to a friend of mine, I was able to pick up some of those books, right? And one of them is, I think I'm pronouncing this right, Kamandi. I think it's Kamandi. And this was released in November of 1972 and actually ran from 72 to 78. And Jack Kirby actually wrote and drew this book. And so Kamandi #1. And I've heard amazing things about this title. I think it's Kamandi, the Last Boy on Earth. I've heard wonderful things about this, and I'm actually looking forward to actually flipping through and reading this book because I don't have this one on Marvel Unlimited, right? Because it's a DC book, so I'm actually going to crack this one open and I'm going to read it. And I've heard good things about it, and it looks like Kirby. Look at this. It looks like Kirby. And you were right, DS Comics. This book is still an inexpensive book, which is very, very surprising. But it's just one of those things that, you know, if you have an opportunity to pick up Jack Kirby stuff, I think that you do, right? And I'm definitely excited to read this one. Beasts that act like men, men who act like beasts. See the world of Kamandi, the Last Boy on Earth. You cannot beat that. You can't beat it. So that's the first book. Again, that was 1972 to 78, written and drawn by Jack Kirby. So I think Kirby actually had some assistance on some of these books with the artwork, but neither here nor there. He was basically the primary guy. So it's when Kirby took a vacation. It was maybe so. You might be right. You might be right about that one, brother. What is he saying? Kamandi, Demon, Sandman, first issue special, Jimmy Olsen, New Gods, Mr. Gene Paul. How you doing? I haven't seen you in a while, brother. It's good to see you, man. It's good to see you. See, JM says he's been collecting the Kirby DC #1 issues himself. Yeah, dude, if you have a chance to get them, you kind of have to, which includes this next book. September. The first one was November of 72. This one is September of 72, written and drawn by Kirby. And this is Demon #1. And I actually had a chance to pick this book up several months ago and didn't. I don't think that I fully appreciated the significance of this book at the time that I first saw it on like OfferUp, and I passed on it. But this time again, because of a friend, I was able to pick this book up. So this one is really cool, right? Jack Kirby's startling new epic, The Origin of the Demon. This is the first DC issue. Again, just classic Kirby. That is just classic Kirby all day long. You know, just look at it. And so I'm definitely looking forward to again reading this one because again I don't have DC's digital service or whatever, so I'm going to actually crack these open and actually read these. So, hey, Comic Book McD, brother, thank you for swinging by. I absolutely appreciate you. Get some rest, brother, but thank you for coming by. All right. Hey, Vinny, how you doing, brother? It's good to see you. So the next one is cool. Well, they're all cool, don't get me wrong, but this next one is pretty cool. This is March of 1971, written and drawn by Jack Kirby, and it is The New Gods. Again, a #1 issue. This one is cool. For me, again, Kirby transcends Marvel or DC, right? Kirby is Kirby, and it doesn't matter what it is, who he's working for, it's Kirby. And so this one again is one that transcends. But for me, when I think about Kirby at DC, this is one of the books that I can picture in my head. This New Gods. This thing is incredible, right? And it says Kirby is here. When the old gods died, there arose the new gods. I'm so excited to read this one. This one is really cool. And again, just classic Kirby artwork. And these copies that I was able to pick up, they really are just gorgeous. They really are gorgeous. I mean, it's cool when you can pick up a great book. It's even better when it's in just amazing shape, you know? So all of these books, man, and just in my opinion are just, I'm just excited to have them. I'm excited to have them here. So Boat Right, how you doing? Comic Head 84, how you doing, brother? Roman Curtis says, New Gods #1 is a Kirby grail indeed. New Gods is all the stuff Jack wanted to do with Asgards and Thor. Yep, that is what I hear about that one. Tina, I absolutely agree with you. The covers of all of these books. It's just, there are certain books that when you think about Kirby that come to mind, you know, and New Gods is one of those. Demon is another for me that I can see, you know, when I think about Kirby at DC, that's one of the books that I can see. But definitely the New Gods book is just one of those ones that is just imprinted in my mind. And again, it's not about DC, it's about Kirby. You know, a buddy of mine actually sent me some photos earlier today. He picked up some Kirby original art, and we were having this conversation literally like 2 hours ago about the fact that he had this amazing piece of Kirby artwork, and he knew that Kirby was you know, touching and all over this piece of artwork, smoking his pipe, creating this amazing piece of art. And it's just, Kirby never technically touched these books, but it's still there, you know, not like with the original art, but it's definitely still there. So I'm not fortunate enough to have any friends that want to hook me up with some Kirby art, but maybe one day. So Barbarian, I would completely agree with you. It does just pop. I mean, he has the ability to give even a static image just so much energy. You know, if you look at some of the, like the Thor stuff with the swinging hammer, there is so much energy and action in a still photo. It's incredible how he's able to make to give something that's flat so much dimension and so much action. It really is just quite impressive how he's able to do it, you know? Kirby was able to put a level of energy into his artwork that was very unique. There you go. And one of the things that someone told me, someone told me was that when Kirby drew, he would sit down and he would draw like an arm over here and a leg over there and a head over here, and it would just look like this random mishmash of just random pieces. And then all of a sudden he wave his hand over the paper, and then he connect that head and that leg and that arm into an amazing kind of piece. And when I look at this That is exactly what I see him doing. When I look at this, I could see him sketching out the demon character just kind of randomly and then just kind of tying it all together, you know? And it looks like my video just froze here. So we are going to see whether we can actually come back. Let's give it a try here. I don't know if you guys can even still hear me. We are definitely having some technical issues here. So let's see.